Who's this sexy bitch?
If you're hearing our voices, it means it's time for It's This Meets That, the podcast where we watch the worst movies from trailer to end credits, scene by scene. So you don't have to, but maybe you should. I'm Russ.
I'm Jared.
It's me. It's me.
It's you. That's right. I didn't deliver that like it was delivered in the trailer, but yeah.
Okay. All right. So,
angrier.
All right. So what are we doing here? We're back, right? We're back with a new movie.
That's right. The usual trailer trash time.
Trailer trash time. Watch the trailer. We trash it, and then make up what we think is going to happen.
Yeah, that's correct.
That's it. That's all we do here. So
that's all right.
That's it. It's pretty simple formula we have here.
Yep. That's right. Simple guys. That's who we are.
Couple simple guys.
Couple of simpletons.
All right. Well, what are we doing? What? This is your pick. So why don't you?
I knew you were going to say that. I almost did the quote. It kind of wasn't my choice to mislead the listeners, but
I would have corrected that.
Yep, you're right. It is my choice, and we're doing The Do-Over from a few years back.
Oh boy, yeah, 2016.
Sandler vacation joint, which I enjoy.
This is our first Sandler joint, and we always talk about it.
Somehow, yeah.
We've mentioned it a million times. Him and his crew just going on vacation to make movies, and we're finally doing one. So
yeah, I'm shocked it took 2 years and change. and fellow New Hampshire, right? Because we've told the story many times about how you somehow know him, or someone knows him, or went to school with him, or something. That's right. Well, critic of the pod, Carol. Longtime listeners will remember Carol, who famously said, "Well, at least they make each other laugh." Carol is the one who apparently has one of her friends dated him in high school, and then broke up with him because she thought he was a loser and going, which drew on at least one count. No, he's probably not a loser. Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler's cool in my book. If you want to be on the podcast, Adam Sandler, fuck you.
Yeah, I don't have any problems with Adam Sandler. He's making it work. He's doing it right. He's gotten to a point where now he's just like, I'll make movies and go on vacation and give jobs to my friends. So like,
smartest man in show business.
If I was in that position, I'd do the same thing. I'd be like, I would do this. Yeah, come on, friends. We're going to go do something stupid and go on vacation.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's funny.
And Netflix is going to pay for it all.
Yeah, exactly.
It's genius. It's genius.
Love it. Yeah. Make Sony pay for it for 15 years. Make Netflix pay for it the next 20.
Done and done.
I love it. So yeah, the premise here, two down on their luck guys decide to fake their own deaths and start over with new identities, only to find the people they're pretending to be are in even deeper trouble. I've already got gripes with. That's not what happened, according to the trailer. Well,
kind of.
Well, did they both decide to fake their own deaths?
No, they definitely...
That's a core premise of the trailer.
Yeah, there was one made the choice, the other did not make the choice. So, yeah, but generally speaking, it's, yeah, but...
I'm nitpicking, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We've never done that on this podcast, so...
Yes. All right, so that's it. The do-over.
That's right.
There are none.
Good app.
That's it. We're done. Do we have any fan service for the new year here before we get into the trailer?
Don't have official fan service.
Uh-oh.
But I've got a little unofficial fan service.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
please go on.
Wait, this didn't make sense to you? So one of my friends at work, Ricky, shout out to Ricky, at least sometimes listener to the pod. I think he at least listens to the trailer trashes, which I appreciate.
A little more digestible. We understand.
Yeah, I get it. It's not for everyone. And thank you, Ricky. And
Ricky.
He slacked me this morning.
Ricky. Yeah.
And was like, did you know Ben Shapiro?
Oh boy.
Of that Ben Shapiro.
Oh boy.
Enemy of the pod, let's say.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Apparently he's in the business of making movies now.
Ugh, gross. Gross.
At least producing them. I don't think he is.
Of course.
I don't think he has any creative input.
No, absolutely not. No, he's just like, I've got some money. Let's make some stupid movies.
Right. Well, it's through his news, putting news in quotes there. His news network, the Fire, which I don't even know. Maybe bleep that one out.
Yeah, don't even give that any press. Ugh.
Yeah, don't even tell people that it's a business. But apparently they're producing movies, and famously, apparently, it's been it's a hot topic the last couple days. The latest one stars Gina Carano. Because of course it does. Because of course it does. Not whoops. That's intentional. Very intentional on their part. Because
I meant
getting
her
silent.
part of saying anything. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yes. So she's apparently been getting ripped because we've got a new contender for Fanatic Math Awards.
Oh no.
Apparently, rumor has it the budget on this movie was $75 million.
Wait, which movie? The movie that they're making?
It already came out. It came out in like June of this year.
Do we know the name of it? Do we want to say the name of it, or do we just?
Yeah, because the reason why I brought it up in the first place is that I think we might have to make an ITMT exception here. So the movie's called Terror on the Prairie.
Oh boy.
And allegedly cost $75 million. And
that's so many millions of dollars.
At the box office, made $804.
I would say the people have spoken and said they don't want to hear you.
That's right.
That to me is a clear sign. Just stop.
Yeah.
Just stop talking. Stop doing things.
You can't just lose $75 million. This is like obviously a money laundering scheme of some kind, right? It has to be.
Man.
But incredible. And the reason why I said we might have to make an ITMT exception here is because it unimaginably, from very few reviews, is sitting at a cool 83% on Rotten Tomatoes.
By
it's
who?
Not, it's obviously not good. It's from like 6 sites. It's from like 6 websites.
Oh, and they're probably all part of his whatever Newswire friends or whatever.
I'm sure, yeah. And however, more depressingly, there are 1,000+ audience ratings, and it's sitting at a comfortable 84%. But I'm telling you, this movie cannot be good.
This is when the internet is not working.
Yeah, Gina Carano stinks. So like, there's no possible way it's good, right? There's no one else famous in it. Like, there's Nick Searcy, I think I've heard of, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
But like, I don't know anyone else other than Gina Carano in this movie, and it's basically, it looks like a weird Power of the Dog kind of ripoff, but presumably with a weird conservative message that I don't understand.
All in the prairie, because that's where things happen, I guess.
Right. So anyway, that long spiel about, I think, even though it's above 30% on Rotten Tomatoes, I think we can safely cover this movie.
Yeah. Okay.
Ricky said that he's like dying to have us tear it apart. So,
okay. All right. Fan request. I mean, we got to do it. So.
Right. we don't get a lot of those. We get a decent amount of fan requests here and there, mostly from a couple of specific fans. But yes, this is the first one we've gotten from Ricky. So I would love to make his dreams come true, and let's at least start talking about these god awful movies.
Yeah, done. Okay.
Now, the only other caveat to that is we're definitely pirating it.
Yeah, because I don't want to pay for it.
I do not want to pay for it. I refuse to give them money.
Unless it's streaming somewhere already, but
it is not.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think streaming sites are going to pick this one up. Something tells me.
Well, you don't think anyone wants to be associated with Gina Carano? Well, I mean,
I don't know. I don't know.
Why would she say that was wrong?
It's crazy. Yeah, it's coming to Disney Plus soon.
What an idiot.
Yeah. Anyway, let's call that a semi-fan service.
Yeah. Hey, whether you send it via Slack or email, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, any way you reach us is, I guess, fair.
Just communicate with us.
Yeah, we like it. We like the feedback.
Yeah, I like it. Okay. Well, we'll look into that.
Yeah.
Ricky.
So thanks, Ricky.
Yeah, thanks, Ricky. Ricky.
Okay.
Ricky.
Ricky's a big movie buff, big horror guy. Usually is in the horror side of things. But,
okay. We haven't done one of those I guess we did The Invitation, so
we just did one.
Yeah, I guess.
Last episode.
I'm so forgetting where we are in life.
You fool. It's okay.
It happens. Okay. Well, this is awesome. That's great. It's good stuff.
Should we talk about the trailer now?
Yeah.
Should I wrap up fan service like I always do, telling people, send us an email. It's thismeetsthat@gmail.com, or apparently reach out to us any other possible way you know how to get in touch with us.
You should do that.
Great.
Okay. All right. So trailer. Yeah. It doesn't come in hot. It just kind of starts with a reunion, high school reunion, right?
Yeah.
Fire it up. It's reunion time. We got a disco ball. We got dancing. They're not kids, they're adults, but
I thought they were kids. I did not get reunion. I thought this was a movie in the past. I thought this was set in 1991. David Spade is a chaperone. I'm coming into this from a completely wrong angle, apparently.
I was pretty sure it was a reunion for 25 years.
No, you're right.
Oh,
you're 100% correct.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So it's a 25-year reunion for the class of 1991.
That's right.
91.
Good year.
Yeah, it was a good year, huh? Yeah.
Never mind.
So good year. Yeah.
At least one thing happened that year.
Yeah. I was 10.
Yeah,
and year. So we cut through the crowd and we pull up David Spade looking very David Spadey. Sad adult David Spade, right?
Yep.
Which is just, I guess, David Spade. I don't know.
I like it.
He's probably not sad.
I like when David Spade has a mustache. I don't know. I feel like it looks good on him. Something about it.
It's funny how just having a mustache adds to the sadness.
Right? It makes him very middle-aged looking.
Yeah, it makes him look very sad and lonely. So then Sandler shows up and he's got a leather jacket, cool guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we get him running
cool
up to quotes. Sorry, I should put that in quotes there.
Please.
And he comes up to David Spade's character there, Charlie. His name is Charlie, and he's like, "Hey, remember me? Don't with the dead face. It's Max.
Remember me, Maxi Pad." Because of course his nickname is going to be Maxi Pad, and I'm already upset.
Of course. First joke out of the gate. There it is.
Yeah, well, if you can call it that. It's very Adam Sandler, though.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I would have expected nothing less.
Yeah. I mean, coming out of Adam Sandler, like, oh, okay, yeah, that's par for the course. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
The fact that you didn't even call it out because it's that.
Yeah.
Reasonable.
So Spade doesn't remember him at first, and he's like, okay, give me dead head. Okay. Then he's like, oh, yeah, Max Kessler, and they hug. It's been forever.
Yep.
And then we cut to our title card. We get the Netflix one first, and we get the Happy Madison Productions animation, right?
Yep. Famous, classic.
Yep. And then they're like at a bar. They cut to like a bar.
Like an empty, like a closed bar? I was kind of confused.
Or because it looks like the reunion was actually at the school, but then it looks like maybe they're like at an after party thing. I don't know. Whatever. It isn't. Just in some empty space hanging out.
Yep.
And we get a little setup like, oh, I haven't seen you in Years. And then Maxi Pad there, he's like, oh, you still work at the supermarket there? He's like, no. I manage the bank that's inside the Save and Pay supermarket.
Yeah, don't be silly.
Don't be silly. Stop that. It's just to kind of reinforce his life sounds like it's a little not what he expected. And we cut to him at his day job in the bank, an old lady, because it's literally the bank is inside the grocery store, and an old lady walks by and is like, do you know where the kitty litter is? And he's like,
he does.
It's aisle 2.
He knows exactly where it is.
Yeah, sure does. And we cut back to the empty reunion bar there, right?
Yep. And this is where we set up the whole premise of the movie with David Spade basically saying, I just wish I could start over from scratch.
Yes. Yep. And then we get another Maxi Pad joke here.
Mm-hmm.
Let Maxi Pad soak up your pain.
Yep.
And he hands him some type of drugs, cigarette there.
A jazz cigarette, perhaps?
Jazz cigarette, some type of spiked reefer, maybe? I don't know. Mary Jane? No, it had to be more than that because...
because of what happens next.
Yeah, so they do a little smoking of the drugs there, and then we get like a quick flash of like all the things I think they're going to happen.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of what I assumed too, but it's like really, you can't tell. Like it basically just like ends with an explosion, and you're like, what just happened.
It just goes really fast. A bunch of flashes of like exploding boats, sunny weather, right? Yep. I was like, oh, it looks like stuff that's going to happen.
Yep.
And then we get the title card, Netflix original film.
Yep. Netflix real proud of this one.
Yeah. Well, wasn't this number 2 or 3 in his big 6-7 movie deal with Netflix or something?
Yeah, I thought it was at least halfway through.
I just remember the first one was like that Western, the 7 something, whatever.
Oh yeah, I wanted to watch that.
The Idiot 7 or something. And then I think he did this one, and he did one with what's her face there?
Yeah. Great references.
Yeah. Jennifer Aniston. That's it.
Oh yeah, that one was kind of fun. That was like a murder mystery party one. That was wasn't the worst movie I've ever seen.
It feels like we're gonna have to do like a drinking game here of trying to remember all 7 of them, naming them. Hubie Halloween, right?
I was gonna say Hubie Halloween's definitely on the list there.
Yeah.
Is maybe one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Do-over. Mystery Date or something. Wasn't that the one with Jennifer Aniston, or Mystery something?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like mystery, it's like murder mystery date night thing. Yeah.
Okay.
I like that one. That was okay.
I didn't see any of them.
I wonder if the recent David Spade, Lauren Lapkus flick counts as part of that. I think it was Happy Madison, but Adam Sandler wasn't in it.
Yeah, I don't know if it was like a Happy Madison specific, like they just produced movies for them. I think he actually was in them, I think, right? Wasn't it just a 7-movie deal with him? But he's also he's definitely responsible for them too. Oh yeah. But I'm saying it's not just like a Happy Madison production deal. Like, oh, he can just be like, I'm producing it. It's that counts as part of his.
Yeah.
We'll do a little homework maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
See how adventurous. We'll see how adventurous we get.
Yeah, we have wanted to. I mean, I think Adam Sandler definitely counts as a friend of the pod at this point because we've talked about him a bunch.
100%, absolutely. Yeah,
100%. Maybe we'll look into it.
Yeah, a little bit. So we cut to David Spade waking up in a motel room tied to a bed. Adam Sandler sitting there eating lunch, breakfast, whatever, Diet Coke. He's like, oh, why am I tied up? And he's like, oh, I didn't want you to freak out when you came to. And he's like, you think tying me up was gonna freak me out? Mm-hmm. Got a point. He's got a point there.
I'm worried I'm going to enjoy this movie.
Might just. What's this sitting at Rotten Tomatoes right now?
I think 9%, right?
There's no way we're gonna enjoy it. There's no way.
Like, it's not good.
No.
Yeah, 9%. And unlike the aforementioned movie, there are more than 10 reviews. There's 23 reviews for this. So.
Oh man. Oh my god. So then, then we cut to another title card, and he's like, "We all have that friend, right?"
Yep.
And then we cue some more of the plot here, and Sandler's like, "Hey, I faked our deaths so we could start over," right?
Classic.
Yeah, classic. And then we cut to like a funeral cemetery thing where Charlie's being buried, right? And some woman who I think is actually supposed to be his wife, saying a few words. You know, Charlie, you tried. I don't know what else to say.
I love the preacher or whatever being like, I think you said it all.
I think you said enough. Charlie's watching behind a tree. You know, clearly his life is a letdown. There is there's the other trailer. There's like 3 trailers for this. The other one I watched, it shows more of his life and how shitty his life is. He's like, oh, I got a shitty car, and then he's got kids. His kids or his wife's kids from another marriage.
Okay,
and they just like pick on him and stuff. So
yeah,
it's a little more beat him up kind of thing. So it'll be kind of interesting. So we get another title card. You know, who takes shit too far. So we've all got that friend who takes shit too far, right?
Yep.
And then we cut to Sandler, basically just the Sandler vacation movie. This turns into
there's a quick cut of Sandler's funeral where like somebody's like spitting on a portrait of him, which is kind of funny, I guess. But they both needed a fresh start. Is the point of that?
Yes.
And so then you're right. It's into. I can't wait to find out where they shot this.
Yeah. Where'd they go on vacation and happen to make a movie, which looks like they shot it on their phone too.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be Mexico. I don't know whether they shot it there or not, but it looks kind of like Mexico.
Oh, I think you might be right. Yeah, because there was Bunko. Yeah, they had a Spanish speaking kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then apparently this is when Sandler gives a bunch of exposition. Right, exactly. Yeah. I borrowed 2 dead bodies. Not sure how you do that. And then made a bunch of like fake identification documents, like a passport with a picture of David Spade sleeping on it. And like they have new identities now. That's the goal.
Yep. So they're back in the motel and he's giving all his update, whatever. And then Spade's like, oh yeah. Or Sandler tells Spade, he's like, you're officially Ronald P. Fishman.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get a voiceover of some dude talking about Fishman and Ryder being Sandler's dead new name character, whatever, have come back from the dead, right? Meanwhile, and he's like, I get shots of like them at a bank and then them by a pool. Yeah.
Some kind of mob shit, probably. Like it's already assumed that it's like, oh, these guys probably shouldn't be alive anymore.
Yeah.
Somebody cares that they're not alive, that they're alive again.
And then we cut to this dude who looks like a bad guy, right? He's just a bad guy talking to someone on the phone, giving some updates, saying, hey, these two men have taken their identities. So, and then we cut to Nick Swardson. I think that's who that was.
That is who that was.
Another mustache wearing, suit wearing guy. He looks official, right? Ringing their doorbell. And then it just cuts to them running him over with a Ferrari outside the garage door.
Yeah, pretty funny.
Yeah. Title card on May 27th. And then we get a shot of them driving the Ferrari on Vacation Island here. Then Sandler gives us an update on the plot of the two guys whose lives they've taken over were involved in something shady, right?
Yep.
There's a quick shot of them in some bank vault moving some mega cash out of like a deposit box or whatever, right?
Yep.
And then we cut to Spade, right? He's like on an iPad.
Right. And he
doing some research.
Seemingly finds his wife from his dead person.
Yes. Ronald P. Fishman's wife, right? Yeah. And he's like, oh, maybe she'll know what's going on, right?
Yeah. And then I laughed at this scene too. Because then they cut to a van that David Spade is driving, and they're like driving behind her. She's running. Yeah. And Adam Sandler like does a quick grab of the steering wheel and just like runs her over.
Just like clips her with like the side of the van.
And David Spade like, what the fuck, dude?
Like, why would you do that?
Yeah, well, pretty funny.
And then Sandler's like checking on her. He's like, oh, hey, how you doing? How many asshole drivers can you see right now? And she's like, one. Yeah, okay. You get okay.
Thank God she's okay somehow.
Yes. And we know the title card, faking her death was the easy part.
Yep.
And then bad dude from earlier and henchman with guns shooting Spade's beer out of his hand while he's in his pool, right?
Yep.
And we cut to Spade and Sandler talking to the wife, telling her that they think some bad people were after her husband, and I guess more jokes. She's like, why do they think you're Ronnie? And because he's wearing his clothes and like a weirdo.
And took his identity. So yeah,
delivered in the Adam Sandler way, which
right.
It's just Adam
he's
Sandler.
A fucking weirdo.
And we get to know another title card. Now they're looking for answers. Mm-hmm. And then we get a car chase kind of moment, right? A lot of zoom shots in this trailer too, where they, that shot where they show something and then they zoom in on whatever.
Yep.
And Sandler's like, buckle up, knocks the other car off the road. Thing goes tumbling, whatever. Okay, so there's a little bit of action. Yep. Another title card, like their second lives depend on it. Quick shot of them jumping off a cliff into the ocean or water or whatever. And then we got the wife talking to Charlie. What was so terrible about your life that you wanted a whole new one? Cut to action of Sandler tossing Spade over a grill, shooting bad guys, right?
Yep.
And we cut back to the wife and Charlie chatting, and he's like, it kind of wasn't my choice.
Yep.
Yep.
Then we get a title card, Sandler. And then we get a quick shot of his face looking determined, apparently.
Menacing. Yeah.
Yeah, menacing.
Yeah.
And then title card, Spade.
Yep.
And then we go back to the scene where some woman is like spying on them. I don't know where this woman came from.
Yeah, Spade's like looking over Sandler's shoulder back at the reunion or whatever. And he's like, I think there's some girl spying on us. Yeah. And then we cut to, which honestly, I think will probably be the funniest portion of this movie. Actually funny is Kathryn Hahn. That's who that is. The one who's like, who's this sexy bitch? So
okay.
They cut to her like holding them all at gunpoint. And she looks at the wife and she's got her at gunpoint and she's like, and who's this sexy bitch?
Yep.
We cut to, of course, the mom.
Yep.
I'm his mother. Not you, Ma.
Yeah. Classic.
Good old fashioned Sandler right there.
Yep.
And then title card, The Do-Over.
Yep.
Only on Netflix.
Because they're real proud of it. Again, only on Netflix.
Yeah, this was a weird trailer because it was like 3 minutes long, but the last minute was just like
just like a dead video promoting other Zero
Trailers.
Media movies or whatever. Yeah, like I was like, wait, does this Zero Media have anything to do with this?
I know. I looked up. They're not any type of production. I think they're just like a marketing agency or whatever that cuts trailers or something. I don't know.
Fascinating.
Maybe we should reach out to them and talk to them about trailers.
That'd be cool. Yeah, good idea. Put it in the ITMT ideas book.
This old dusty thing.
That's right.
Let me clear this off here. Okay, so yeah, that's the trailer.
Okay.
It feels like a Sandler joint.
It does feel like an Adam Sandler movie. Because it is.
Because it is. So yeah, I don't know. Are we going right into prognosticate with Jared and Russ?
I think we might as well, yeah.
Jared and Russ prognosticate?
Do you have thoughts on where this is going to go?
I've got some ideas. Yeah, I think two things. One, I think the do-over, I think it's going to be two things. One is David Spade is in on some type of, like, maybe he's actually like a double secret agent.
Oh.
And the other thing too is like Adam Sandler, I don't know, in this trailer, another trailer, he shoys that he's like works for the FBI, where he flashes him like he doesn't actually work for the FBI.
That is not in this trailer.
Not in the trailer, because we would have called it out. But then he's like shooting a gun, like he knows what he's doing, right?
Right, which I did think was suspicious.
It's suspicious, right? But I'm going to go with, I think David Spade is actually an undercover agent, who's working with Kathryn Hahn to uncover shady doings by Adam Sandler, who is a rogue FBI agent.
Okay.
Because you shouldn't just be taking dead bodies and taking their identities. So there's something a little shady there.
Right.
I also think that it's going to be like a Groundhog Day thing. And this is the do-over loop where David Spade is stuck until he can solve
the mystery?
The mystery.
Got
the mystery of Hoobie Halloween.
All right. So twist after twist after twist is what you think.
I think we're twisties here. We're just doing twisties.
All right. Well, I'll enjoy that. What I'm worried about is I don't think it's going to go that way at all. I mean, you definitely have more color than I do in terms of like the FBI stuff. Yeah, what I think is actually going to happen is pretty boring. I think and that's why I think this movie probably got 9%, is because I think it's going to be, they go on this big adventure. It ends up being David Spade figuring out that his original life wasn't so bad after all, and goes back to his shitty wife and shitty kids. And I think it gets really boring at the end.
Or I don't think he'll go back to his shitty life. I think he's going, because it's not really his life. And I think what he's going to end up doing is he'll end up falling in love with Fishman's wife. I bet that's what happens. I bet they end up.
Oh, you're right. That's obviously what's going to happen.
Right.
Yeah, you're totally right. So actually, yeah, great point. He'll probably end up just like taking Fishman's life at the end and then like rubbing it in the face of his shitty wife and shitty kids.
Yes. Yeah. And like, what was Fishman up to too? So like, maybe there's some other angle there where he can now take over, and then. And I think there's probably going to be at some point where the dead guys come back to life, maybe. Like zombies, or like
no, like
they're not actually.
They weren't really dead.
They were just trying to like hide their deaths, maybe.
Exactly. Like they also faked their own deaths to start over again. I think we get a two-way fake your own death do-over situation.
A double do-over.
A double do-over. That's right.
All right.
And I also expect lots of weird, gross out humor that doesn't make sense because it's Adam Sandler.
Yeah. I think it's gonna. Yeah, I agree. I think that a lot of that's gonna happen. I think. I feel like we're onto something with all of those. I think between all that prognosticating there, I think some of those pieces are gonna come together. So.
And we'll definitely remember it for when we record the episode.
100%. No doubt.
No doubt.
Okay.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be fantastic. So that's it. That's the trailer. That's trailer trash for the do-over 2016 Adam Sandler joint. We'll, I think that's it. Is there anything else to say about that? Put a bow on it. We're wrapping this up and we're shipping it to you. Enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed it. But thank you for listening, and we'll be back next week with a full breakdown of the do-over. In the meantime, though, you can follow us on Instagram at It's This Meets That, or iTeamTopod on Twitter. You can subscribe to us if you're listening, or if you know a friend who might enjoy two friends talking and being hilarious, share it with them. and see if they enjoy it.
Yeah, please. Great idea. Good job soliciting that. Speaking of complimenting and soliciting, write us a review. Compliment us. 5 stars would be nice. Maybe a comment or two.
Yeah.
The comments don't have to be related, but it would be nice if they were. Yeah, especially Apple and Spotify, I guess, because those places at least have those systems in place. Or you can send us an email if you're feeling old-fashioned, long-form style. It's justmeetsthat@gmail.com. Or like Russ said at the top, find any way to get in touch with us. Go to our socials, Slack me at work if you know how to do that.
Yeah, figure it out.
Figure it out. Yeah, there's lots of ways you can get in touch. So please do. Or go to the website. It's thismeetsthat.com, where you can find all the old episodes, more information about me and Russ, the podcast, whatever you want. I promise it's there. Do it.